I was still holding the cake when my phone vibrated in my pocket. Not loud, just enough to notice. The candles were already melting, wax dripping down the white frosting. Everyone was watching her, waiting for her wish. My wife leaned forward, smiling that practiced smile she used in public, the one that no longer reached her eyes. "Make a wish, darling," I said. My voice was steady, but inside something broke. She didn't hesitate. She didn't even look at me. "Never to touch you again." She blew out the candles. Laughter burst around the table. Glasses clinked. Someone clapped. She waved it off like a joke. "Don't be petty," she said. "It's just a joke." I smiled. Then my phone vibrated again, and this time I knew exactly what it meant. I stepped out of the room quietly. No one noticed. They were too busy laughing. I stood in the hallway, the smell of candles still on my hands, and read the message I had been waiting weeks for. The timing felt almost perfect. When I came back 5 minutes later, I was holding something very different, and everyone went silent. It didn't start with the joke. The joke was just confirmation. It started weeks earlier with silence. With her phone always face down, with late nights explained too quickly, with a laugh she once saved for me now given to someone else. I told myself I was being paranoid. Men often do. It's easier to doubt yourself than to accept that you've been replaced while still married. Then there was the night she came home smelling different. Not perfume, not alcohol, but something sharper, like adrenaline. I noticed how she pulled back when I touched her shoulder, how she turned away from me in bed, how she said my name less and never said his. But her mouth was forming different words now. I didn't confront her. I didn't ask questions. I watched. I listened. I learned her patterns. She thought she was being careful. She wasn't. People never are when they think love or desire makes them invisible. A secret email left open once. A reflection in a dark window during a video call. She thought I wasn't close enough to hear. Then there was the calendar entry she forgot to hide. Dinner. M. Just one letter. That was enough. First came shock, then denial, then something colder and clearer. I stopped reacting with emotion. Emotion clouds judgment. Instead, I prepared. I copied phone records and recovered deleted messages. I followed her once, just once, enough to know where the truth was. Then I waited, because the truth hurts most when it arrives on a day meant for celebration. I acted normal, better than normal, attentive and calm. Inside, my thoughts were sharp and tangled. Every smile from her felt practiced. Every touch felt borrowed. I replayed our conversations, noticing where the meaning shifted and honesty faded. At night, while she slept, I stared at the ceiling and counted our breaths, wondering when we stopped breathing the same air. The evidence grew neat and complete. Photos saved, messages stored, dates matched, lies clearly laid out. I didn't rush. Revenge done quickly is messy. Truth delivered calmly is precise. Her birthday was coming, and I knew that was the day. People lower their guard when they feel loved. I ordered the cake myself. White frosting, red candles, simple and familiar, like us before everything broke. I dressed carefully, calm and neutral, giving nothing away. I even practiced my smile. By the time the candles were lit, I was ready. The report arrived that morning. Not just messages or photos, but clear proof with dates, times, and signatures. I folded it neatly and put it in a plain envelope with no labels. It sat in my jacket pocket while she laughed with friends, while she made her joke, while everyone laughed at my expense. "Just a joke," she said. "Yes, just a joke." I came back into the room holding the envelope. I didn't raise my voice or slam anything down. I placed it gently on the table. "For you," I said. Her smile faded. "What's that?" she asked. "Open it." Confusion came first, then irritation, then something deeper, maybe fear. She opened it. The room went silent. Her eyes moved across the page. The color drained from her face. She looked at me, her mouth opening and closing, but no words came out. People shifted in their seats. Someone asked what it was. No one answered. I leaned in slightly and said softly, "Don't be petty. It's just the truth." She broke. Tears, denial, whispered excuses that meant nothing anymore. I stayed still. Control is louder than rage. I didn't explain, defend, or raise my voice. I let the paper speak. I let her unravel in front of everyone who thought she was untouchable. Then I took off my ring and placed it beside the cake. "I hope your wish comes true," I said. I walked out. No running, no drama, just the sound of the door closing and a room realizing laughter has consequences. Later, alone, the quiet felt heavy but clean. No more guessing. No more waiting. No more shrinking myself to fit beside someone who had already left. I didn't feel victorious. I felt finished. Some endings aren't loud. They don't need explosions or screams. They just need clarity. She lost the power she thought she had. I reclaimed the silence. And in that silence, I finally heard myself again.